What a wild ride you were in federal politics, 2017. Here are some of the names that made the year such a special brew of stuff-ups and historic change. Winners: the nice guys sometimes finish first trophy, Dean Smith. The Liberal backbenchers' thoughtful and persistent advocacy across Parliament played a huge part in Australia, finally, legalising same-sex marriage. The almost Prime Minister prize, Bill Shorten. True, the last couple of weeks of 2017 have been bumpy, hello, David Feeney and Sam Dastyari. But overall, Labor had a great year, comfortably ahead in the polls, with a nicely united frontbench and a contented backbench. There's been barely an elbow joke in sight. The Operation Sovereign Minister medallion, Peter Dutto. The horror stories about life for refugees on Manus Island did not do Dutto's career any harm. The former Immigration Minister, now Home Affairs Minister, ends 2017 as one of the most powerful people in government, with intelligence agencies, the AFP and Border Force all under his command. Careful, he's watching you. The Seersuckers citation, Nick Xenophon. In a year that saw MPs leave Parliament in droves for all kinds of nefarious reasons, the independent kingmaker Xenophon left on his own terms, theoretically, off to bigger and better things in South Australia state politics. The Neil Armstrong Award for Giant Leaping, Bridget Mackenzie. The Victorian backbencher has hit the big time, jumping from the backbench, straight into cabinet. This comes off the back of her recent elevation to Nationals deputy leader. Mackenzie saw off some tough competition to get the deputy's gig, too, from Barnaby Joyce's preferred candidate, Matt Carver. Loses the Scribblegum Award for bark work, George Christensen. Christensen talked a big game in terms of quitting the LNP and pressuring the Prime Minister to resign. Turns out, the outspoken Queensland is all bark, zero on the bite. He also admitted he lied to journalists over reports he was the unnamed MP threatening to sit as an independent if Turnbull was still PM by Christmas. The "if you can't say anything nice" certificate, Tony Abbott. It's a good thing the former Prime Minister promised not to snipe, because his lack of snipingist got him very far. Despite his many and varied contributions to public debate, including that amazing goat sacrifice speech about climate change, Abbott ends the year with same-sex marriage legal, the coalition in cheerful agreement on energy policy and no promotion whatsoever back to the frontbench. The Flowery Apple Prize for Bad Taste, Pauline Hanson. The One Nation leader was responsible for some highly questionable things in 2017, from calling for kids with autism to be removed from mainstream classrooms to criticism of the national vaccination program. But even among these, wearing a burqa to question time was a standout low point. The Fred Astaire Award for Tap Awareness, Sam Dastyari. The Coles Cup for Flybys, Sussex. Back in January, the Victorian Liberal was forced to resign from the coveted health portfolio and cabinet after it emerged she had bought an investment property while on a taxpayer-funded trip to the Gold Coast. Amazingly, even on the way out, Lay maintained she'd done nothing wrong.